Hello everyone, my name's Rachel, and this video is to show you how to use the Lead app to manage your community groups. So you should have already set up your profile and created your username and your password, and then download the Lead app on your phone. Once you've done that, you'll be able to log in. So the first time you log in, it's going to ask you to search for our church, and then you'll have to put in your password and your username and your password. Once you've done that, though, you can enable Touch ID so that you don't have to enter that every single time. And I'll show you how to do that real quick. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, you see the More option. Click on that, and then click on Settings. And right here is where you can click to turn on your Touch ID, so you don't have to enter your password every time. All right, let's go ahead and hop into groups. So if you click on groups, and then you can jump into your community group here. I'll get my pretend Avengers group. The first option we have here is attendance. So you see the little one, the little red one there. That means I have one event that we have not taken attendance for yet. So we'll go ahead and do that. And click on it, and it shows you can see the one with the red dot is the one that's missing attendance. I can click on there. If we didn't meet this week, I can click on that option there, did not meet. But assuming we did meet, I'm going to just check everybody and say, okay, well, maybe Carol didn't come, but we had a couple guests. Let's say we had 2 visitors. And then we're going to just click Next. Now we have an option to add some notes. So Event Notes is the first option. This is where I would put things about the guests that showed up. So I could say we had 2 visitors, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Next option there is for praise and prayer. Maybe we'll add something here. And finally, we have an option then to send an email summary. And so this is kind of nice. You've got a couple options. First is leaders. And so that would send a summary of this, including all the notes, to the leaders, the assistant leader, as well as your care coach and the director of groups. The other option then is members. So that would send something out to all of the members of this group. So maybe you've got an issue that you want to make the director of groups aware of. You could send that to him this way, or maybe you want to use this to send prayer requests out to everybody, including those people that weren't there that week, so they'll know how to pray for everybody. We're just going to select no one for this example, and then we'll hit save. And it's that simple. All right, so the next option is the calendar. And the calendar, here it's going to show any event, any day that has an event is going to have a little blue dot there. So you can't create events through the app, but you can view them and see who's attending for the events that you've already created in the browser. So you can see on the 21st here, we've got an event coming up for a community group cookout. If I click on it, I can see Bruce is the organizer, but we're missing his address there. I didn't put that in there, but if I had put the address, I'd be able to click on that little map it and get directions to go there. I didn't invite anybody to our pretend cookout, but you would have invited people and you would be able to see if they've RSVP'd, if they're coming, or maybe they're not coming. So you'll be able to see, who to expect. Our next option here is messages. So from here you can create a message and you can send that to either all of your group participants or just leaders only. One thing I will note is that when you send a message this way, it's going to send this as an email to all of the members of the group, and then they will be able to reply all. You don't have an option here to change that. So if you're doing it through the browser, it does have a checkbox that you can uncheck so that they can't reply all. But that's not an option when you're using the Lead app. So just be aware of that. If you're sending it this way, it's they'll be able to reply all and everybody will see the responses. All right, the next option here is members. And so this is where you'll see your roster. I can add somebody to my group. Okay, and then I can also click on each person and see some of their information, and it depends on how they have their privacy settings. So let's check out Bruce here. And I can see his phone, the phone icon and the text icon and the message icon, the email icon are all lit up white. So that means that he has that information in the system and he has his privacy settings set so that I can see those things. He is not sharing his address, or he doesn't have an address in the system. That's why that last little icon there is grayed out. So you can click on any of those and it'll open up your messages or your email. If his address was in there, I would be able to click on that little map it icon and it would open up into my maps on my phone, and I could get directions to his house. All right, the next little option here is to send a group text. Let's click on that. And you'll see that this is limited to 140 characters. This will send a group text to anybody who has their phone number in the system and has enabled or has also added their cell phone carrier. They also have to have their privacy settings set to share that, and their communication settings. I will also note that sends out like a broadcast text message to people. If they try to reply all, it won't go back to anybody. So this is really just for if you want to make a quick announcement. It's not for if you want to start a group text with all the guys in your group, that sort of thing. The next option here is needs. So this is a great feature that I think is really going to be helpful for you guys. You can set up needs within your group. So we already have one set up here for snack rotation. So I could assign these to different people within my group. And you can see like who's up to bring snacks this week. Another option, you can actually create a new need right here in the app. So adding this little plus icon in the top right, then I could say, let's see, potluck for cookout. I can say, please sign up to bring a side dish for Friday. Bruce is supplying the meat. And I could set somebody else. I could set Bruce as the coordinator. And then I can start listing items that are requested. So we want some potato, salad, we can add another item and say fruit salad, drinks, and so on. Once you've added all your options, you're going to hit save. And then you can see there, nothing's been taken. And if you click on the top, the little 3 buttons in the top corner, then you have the option to inform. And I can send this out to all of the participants in the group and say, hey, I've just created the sign up for the potluck cookout this Friday. Please go ahead and let us know what you'll be bringing. All right, the last little thing that I'm going to show you real quick is this special days. So unfortunately, you don't see anything here because we've got all pretend people in the system right now. But this is where it will show you any upcoming birthdays or wedding anniversaries of the people that are in your group, assuming they've put that information in the system and shared that with you. So that's it. Those are that's the last thing I wanted to show you here. Hopefully this is helpful for you. And as always, if you have any questions or you need help, please feel free to reach out to us and we're happy to assist you. The easiest way for you to do that would be to just email us at mygfc@graceky.org. Thanks.